Hi, welcome to Ancestry Unpacked for the 26th of June 2026, our next in our series of tips. I'm Michelle Patient, and today we're going to look at building a private unsearchable tree to use as a tool for working with your DNA matches. So over here is an account that I use for doing this kind of work, and you'll see that I have a tree drop down, and if you scroll down you'll see the create and manage trees. If you select here, you'll see the option down the bottom for creating a new tree. We want to do a private unsearchable tree to protect the privacy of others, but also to make sure we don't perpetuate errors while we're trying to work out how a group or cluster matches us. And so it's kind of important to do this work behind the scenes for many ethical reasons, apart from just not spreading errors. So the first thing we always have to do is actually give ourselves a name. So I'm actually doing this as my DNA tree, and you'll see I always type my name incorrectly. Like most people have typing errors. Well, do they? Well, I do anyway. My hands do that. I need to select some sort of gender. That's the only asterisk here. I can leave the rest blank. Now, because this isn't a tree I ever intend to publish, I am not using it for hints to work out any information relating to me or the close family members. I don't need to put any of my details in beyond my name. Now, to keep going before I can finalize the settings on this tree, I need to add one more person. Always handy to add the male parent if you've got the same surname, so you don't have to type that in, and you'll see it's automatically telling me, oh, you want to add somebody with the name Patient, and I'll add my father. And it was Father's Day in some parts of the planet the other day, and my father actually died on Father's Day, so it's kind of always a special thing for me. And you'll see status. I'm going to tick that, and I'm not filling in those boxes again because I am not using this to research my dad. He's well researched on my public tree. But now I get the naming and the place to start saving the settings. And because this is a generic tree, I tend to change this wording to remind me this is my DNA tree. So this is the way that I've developed over the years, and many others too, of building biological tree from our matches. And the key thing is to untick the box so that it becomes a private tree instead of a public tree. You will always not be, you can share it with anyone, and you'll always never be able to see living people unless the person that you give sharing to, you also tick the box so they can see living people. So be rest assured that this tree is private and names won't show up in other people's information. You'll say it's a private tree, contact the owner. But I don't even want this to turn up in an index. So I get this screen after I press save, and I've looked and read this and gone, I don't actually want hints on this either. So thanks very much, but I don't want to know about anything else at the moment. What I do want to do is find these three dots because it tells me there's more here, and that's where the settings are for this tree. Because what I want to focus on before I do any work on it is make sure I turn this into a private tree. And to be fully private, I can check the settings and scroll right to the bottom and see that I have a tick box to prevent the tree from being found in searches. And that's the key here for keeping this workbox tool private and protecting other people's identity. For those of us with recent unknown parentage in our matches, it's important to be considerate of all the family members and only make these things public when everybody's happy for us to do so. So it's a key to do this for two reasons. One, building a workbox tool where you're playing around trying to work out how people are connected, and you don't want to be sharing incorrect information while you're working and you're yet to be fully convinced that you can publish this research. So it's really important to make it private and unsearchable and save it. And so I've successfully edited my privacy settings, which is great